What's up, everybody? Welcome to Dance Anime. And this is Doki Doki Anime Club, episode 6, the bi-weekly anime podcast that posts each and every other Friday. Or at least we try to, that's the idea. I'm your host, Kevin Sisenthone, aka Kev Senpai. And to my left, your right, the IRL Tsundere, Kayla, Dennis. How is it going?
I'm good.
Besides your passive aggressiveness to me.
I'm just tired.
Oh, me too. We keep recording late. When will we break the curse?
When we record not at 12:30 at night.
I mean, at least it wasn't like, when did we record that one time? Like what, 3 a.m. or whatever it was?
Yeah. I think it was like 4.
Really? Dang. But I want to record next episode. I promise we're gonna record like evening.
Can we record at like 7 o'clock?
Please.
Please.
When the sun's still up, hopefully. But yeah, sorry, we're late. We record each and every other Friday. What day is it? It's every other what?
Well, technically it's Monday now.
Technically it's Monday now. There's a bunch of shit that happened. AKA me being just like sick. And I'm pretty much the front runner of this show. So like I do all the editing, I do everything.
Sorry.
The marketing, everything that you see here it's all me.
Yeah, I'm pretty useless.
This girl.
Sorry, guys.
She's here to just be a personality, be pretty. Me, not be a personality, be ugly.
No, you're pretty too.
Thank you. Thanks, man.
You're welcome, bud.
But yeah, there was that. So yeah, if you like seeing ugly people, or one ugly person and
you're
one
annoying, bro.
And one pretty person, go to patreon.com/danceanime. Throw us $1. If not, that's okay. I'll post every other Friday, maybe, for free.
Around Friday.
On YouTube and patreon.com, I guess. I put like the videos on there too for anyone to watch, so.
On Patreon?
Yeah. So that was the thing. And remember, you can write it into danceanimekevin@gmail.com if you want to hear your topics, comments, concerns, all that good stuff right here on the podcast. I do want to say that Steven, lovely brother of mine, he's been on the podcast, fan of the show, friend of the show. He created a Discord.
Oh.
Yeah, I was about to say a Discord. I actually don't know how Discord really works. He was explaining it to me, but it looks super cool, and you could just pretty much, we're trying to build a community here. And there's a lot of cool things where you could just talk to us live, actually, as if we're like texting and all that. So, and there's a lot of cool stuff. We could put like your cosplay stuff and all that, which, yeah.
Cool.
Which I think we'll put in there.
Cool.
But there's like, I think there's like a hentai tag, there's like anime tags, there's like groups.
That's where you can put my cosplay tag.
Yeah, I think we're gonna put like a cosplay thing for you.
Okay.
So there's like that, and then like apparently you could do like, I think he set up like groups where like you could talk, like if you want to like not meet up, but like hey, I want to play some games, and you go into this like group chat and be like, hey, do you want to play games? And it's like, hey, I want to play games, and you're like, wow, we want to play games together.
Let's play games. Let's
play games. That's it. But yeah, I want to give a shout out. I'm doing a new thing, right?
Okay.
Because before I think last video we had 31 subscribers.
Okay.
Now we have 36.
Ooh.
So we're gaining it. It's not 100. It's not what I want. But
you gotta relax. We'll get there.
I mean, yeah, we'll get there. But while we do get there and everything's not crazy right now, I want to give a shout out to 2 people because I don't know. We gained 5 subscribers, right?
Okay.
I only got 2 notifications for like names.
Okay.
I don't know how that works. I don't know why that is, but I want to give a shout out to Kenya MSP and Miko Gotcha because that was like the names of like the subscribers.
Of the subscribers?
Yeah, I only got 2 out of the 5, but thank you.
To the other
You mean a lot to us. And you're gonna keep us going, so hopefully you stick around, and hopefully you'll like us because we like you. And I want to give a shout out to you specifically.
Okay.
And your cosplay.
What cosplay?
What do you mean, what cosplay? your Patreon.
Oh. Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to you because first patron. I need to get into this cosplay game.
First patron.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
What am I doing wrong?
You're a boy.
Is that what it is?
No. I don't know. There's like really famous like guys on Patreon.
Yeah, no, that's right.
You gotta get into the Patreon game. You gotta get into the cosplay game.
I need to get into the Lewd cosplay game.
Yeah. No, one of the top lewd creators on Patreon is a man. Mm-hmm. He's in the top 5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
So.
But yeah, shout out to you. Congratulations. Give it up. Give it up, everyone. You too, audience. This is filmed in front of a live studio audience, by the way. But yeah, congratulations to you. I just wanted to give the shout out there. And remember, you could follow her at these links. I'll post it. I might even ask you.
Okay.
These links. But you know what I want to get into? What the hell have we been watching?
A lot, actually.
I was like,
for once,
I have a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna get into like my main couple of them. First one I want to say, I was watching just 2. I was kind of in the mood for romance. I think it was just because we got off the Ride Your Wave movie. So I do want to say that I've been watching 2 anime. I only watched the first episodes just to kind of compare and contrast. It pretty much dictated which Blu-ray I bought. And I was watching Maid Sama, and I was watching My Teen Romantic Comedy. Snafu, I guess. So pretty much Maid Sama I want to talk about. Maid Sama just, I don't know, based off the first episode compared to My Teen Romantic Comedy, it kind of like felt kind of dumb, for lack of a better word. It kind of felt bland. The characters were kind of like, they weren't like really interesting at all. But to be fair, it's the first episode.
Yeah.
The thing is, you know you're in trouble for enjoying an anime when the main characters kind of feel a little bland and annoying, I guess. And I don't even remember their names, but
oh no,
they're all Japanese names, so.
No, but if you can't remember the main... See, I have trouble remembering all the Japanese names in shows, but I always at least remember the main character's name.
But, yeah, I don't know, the thing that they have in common, I think, is that, the main character of Maid Sama, she is kind of like a man hater.
Ugh. She's
a she-man-woman hater.
Yeah.
Or she... I don't know how. I'm trying to do the opposite of the Little Rascals. I can't do it. The she woman man haters would it be, right? Yeah. Well, she's one of them.
Because they're the she man woman haters.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, that's
he woman haters.
She's kind of one of those, and like I guess let me try to explain the story before I ramble. From what I've seen, it's kind of like you got this main character girl, and she's kind of like I think she's the school president, actually.
Okay.
And she's very like, she's kind of like mad with power.
Okay.
So she's kind of like bossing, hey, you can't do this, you can't do this, you can't do this.
As a president does.
As a student president does. She goes to an all-girls school that just turned co-ed.
Okay, so like prison school.
So kind of the demographic. It's like it's prison school. Yeah, and pretty much you could tell that she bosses the guys around a bit more.
Yeah, but yeah, it makes sense.
And pretty much all the guys hate her, and I'm not sure if all the women like her.
She's like, I just want a boyfriend, and everybody hates me.
She's not even like that. She doesn't even want a boyfriend. The thing is,
it was.
Well, she ain't getting one. And
she's a bitch.
And I ain't getting this joke either. But she she pretty much works a part-time job as a maid.
Okay.
Not a regular maid, like a cafe maid, like not a real one. It's like hey meowster.
She gonna be performing that maid service.
That maid service, yes. Giving tea jobs and.
No! No!
But anyways, so she was doing that, and then there's like a lot of conflict where like she doesn't want people to figure out, and some people figure out by the.
Okay, so that she's a cat maid.
Yeah, and she kind of has this relationship with this kind of like stoic troublemaker type guy, and it's really weird, and I didn't really like it. But I did like My Teen Romantic Comedy Snafu a lot more. And it's kind of about like this kid. I don't know. I don't remember any of their names really. He looks like a generic main character, black hair.
Does he have glasses?
Doesn't have glasses.
Okay. That tells you who the character is if they're black hair with glasses.
Yeah. He kind of his deal is that like he's like woke. He's too woke.
Oh, okay.
And he's just like,
woke how?
He is. It's the show starts off with
Does it break the fourth wall at all?
No.
No. Okay. I was just curious.
The show starts off with him writing an essay, and it's narration. And it's him writing an essay about how nothing matters in high school.
Okay.
He's kind of like thinking like ahead as if he was an adult. And he's kind of saying like, all these guys that are friends, they're not really friends, they're fake, they're just in the moment right now. You say that you are best friends, you're not. By the time you leave here, you're never going to talk to each other, that type of mentality. And pretty much it's that. It leads to him showing that was an essay written to like his teacher, because the teacher kind of like forced him to do that. And then pretty much she gets angry because like, you're a little fucking smart ass, we're gonna put you into like a school club. And it's like a home ec club or something like that, and it's like only one girl. And then like another girl joins, and then there's just like kind of crazy hijinks between them, and I don't really get the point of the show yet because I only watched the first episode, but I did enjoy kind of like the characters and like how they interact a lot more than Maid Sama. It was a little less cringy, and I think I could stick with it. And season 3 is coming out very soon, I think for spring. So,
okay.
So I think I'm gonna binge watch the shit out of that, and then wait until season 3 comes out. Hopefully, I do like it. So that's the thing. But one thing that we've both been watching, I watched again. You for the first time. I want to talk about Psycho-Pass.
It's just fucking great. No, it is. I actually really loved that show.
Great? Because I think it's pretty butt.
I don't know. It pissed me off a lot.
Yeah.
Just because, like, fuck Akane.
Don't vote no spoilers.
There's just so many moments where she just did bullshit things that I was like, girl, any normal person.
This is where we were feuding. We were feuding, like, real bad about this. I'm trying to explain to you, and you get too heated. You get too passionate. I get it. Explain.
No, because, like...
Here, you know what? Before we get into that, explain the other elements, and then I'll put a spoiler warning for said moment.
Okay.
So go into the other stuff first.
I mean, I really liked the world that they had built. It was really smart and interesting, and it really plays on, you know, obviously, like, the morals and, like, what is right or wrong in society, and, like, it feels a lot like society is now. Just with more, like, technology. But, like, to be honest, I did love all the characters. Like, even though Akane, like, pissed me off, I did really like her. And then, like, lots of husbandos in that show.
Lots of husbandos, yeah.
Lots of husbandos in that show.
I don't agree.
I love all of them. I love all the men in that show.
I just angered everyone by saying that.
I love all the men in that show.
No, I know a lot of girls that actually, like, love all the guys in there.
I love all of them.
Every single Masaoka?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's my favorite. He's just like a cool dad.
I love him.
I want to go golfing with him.
I love him especially.
And drink bourbon.
And I love Ginoza after his change. That he's
which
sexy.
Is so funny
that
because
he's sexy.
It's like literally, it's like a 5.
All he does is take his glasses off.
It's a 5-second like scene at the last episode, and that's it. And you're like, wow.
He takes his glasses off and he like barely changes.
His eyes get so pretty, which they did on purpose. Anything else? Anything else you want to talk about? What it did good? What it did bad?
I feel like I can't talk about it without spoiling. You know?
I mean, I don't know if you haven't watched Psycho-Pass at all, but I guess I'll explain it and why I think it's so good. Pretty much the show Psycho-Pass is kind of like it's in a dystopian world, I would say.
Yeah, it is.
It's in a dystopian world, and pretty much it is run by it's super futuristic.
Run by the Sybil system.
And it's run by a system called the Sybil system. And pretty much the idea is that the Sybil system is connected to like camera, like CCTVs, and the police are like heavily involved in that. And pretty much they have guns that aren't actual guns. They're called dominators. And
those things are scary.
Yeah, and they kind of link up to like the actual officer. And pretty much as you point it to someone, you get what's called their psychopaths. And they have a certain number that rates pretty much whether they're going to be a latent criminal or not. And pretty much once it reaches a certain point, you could paralyze them. And
or kill them.
And if it gets crazy high, you could actually just kill them, and the deaths are gruesome.
They like explode.
Because like no, you don't get just shot and you're dead. It's like for some reason they designed it so that you just
to literally
explode.
Spontaneously combust somebody.
You just explode and like rain blood everywhere. I don't know why they designed it like that.
I think they designed it like that because they weren't playing punches. It was like, if this person, no, I'm being serious. If this person's getting eliminated, they are getting eliminated. Because so many people have been shot with guns and are fine. People have been shot in the head with guns and lived. Yep. They're not taking anybody. When that dominator says eliminate, you are being eliminated and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, but you can't make a gun that just like stops their heart or something.
I mean, they could just
their brain.
They could just paralyze everyone. And then, kill them later.
Yeah.
If that's what you really want. No, they're like, kill them now.
Imagine if he's just like, it was just like eliminate, and it's only paralyzed, but they had like knives, and they're just like, get him while he's down. And they're just stabbing them like while they're paralyzed. But
good.
So what makes the show I think so good, at least season 1, season 2 I think is ass, and then like the movie's all right. The movie's kind of like a great like welcome back to season 1 kind of. It's like it pays a lot more like love to that and the characters in that.
So the movie has the characters from season 1?
Yeah.
Okay.
Season 2 technically does too.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why get rid of them completely,
But season 1 is like, why I like is that the show challenges morals and ethics and kind of like questions free will and whether that's right. So like one of the things that like, I'm sure you thought this shit was like pretty like, that's not fair. That's not.
That whole thing wasn't fair.
So it's it kind of
nothing about that system is fair.
Yeah, it teeters the line between like, should we listen to the system or have the free will to make the decision that there's a criminal like about to happen. So like,
and it doesn't give you a free will.
It could be
and that's not fair.
Yeah, it could be literally as simple as like, because we're doing this podcast right now, our psychopaths could go up.
That's not fair.
And then the cops would come down the stairs and like
arrest us.
Yeah.
And that doesn't make any sense. Like the thing is like something as simple as just crying can raise your psychopath to a point where you could become a latent criminal. That is not fair.
No.
The system doesn't allow you to have feelings.
Pretty much, yeah.
All it wants you to be is practically emotionless. All they want you to feel is happiness. And don't get me wrong, happiness is great. But like, if you can't feel anything else but happiness, you're going to be empty. Yeah. Because we're made to feel pain and sadness and depression. And so anybody with any kind of mental health issues are fucked.
You know where I learned that from? Pixar's Inside Out.
Oh my God.
That's what you explain. Pixar's Inside Out.
But seriously.
No, it's that's what makes the show so good. And then later on, there's just that's where we'll get into spoilers about that, because like I want to talk about this feud that we have, talking about this one moment, because I think it's such a poignant moment, and you're just like, this is bullshit.
It's bullshit.
And let's talk about it. Spoilers in 3, 2, 1 for Psychopaths on you. Spoilers on you.
It's on you if you haven't watched it yet.
It really is on you if you just haven't watched it. But let's go into this.
Okay. So there's a scene where Akane has to save her friend.
Yep.
I can't remember what her friend's name is. But the villain's name is Makishima, right?
Yeah, Makishima.
He is holding her friend, right, with a razor blade to her throat, and is basically telling her, shoot me. And she has the choice between the Dominator and a gun that she could shoot him with, okay? And so the problem here is the Dominator does not read his psychopaths as like a latent criminal. Could have killed 1 million people, and in that moment, usually somebody's psychopaths would be to a point where the Dominator would either would probably eliminate him. Mm-hmm. It wouldn't even paralyze him, it would eliminate him.
Oh yeah, easily.
But it reads it as if nothing's wrong. So the Dominator shuts off and she can't use it. Here's why I'm mad, and this is why it pissed me off.
He's such a good villain, man. He's such a
Because she just kept pointing the Dominator at him, even though it didn't work. It kept telling her, no. She had a gun in her hand, and she could have saved her best friend, but she was just like, I can't, and watched her best friend die. And I think she's a fucking dumbass. Because any person in their right mind would have taken that gun and shot that guy. No. Do you know how many people in this world that I feel like would have taken that gun and shot him?
Yeah, but I feel like it's the people like Masaoka that were like born before. Masaoka's low-key like a 90s baby. He was born before the technology, and then he was born after the technology.
I'm not even so much talking about people that were born before the Sybil system, though.
Yeah.
I feel like there are people in this Sybil system, because there are people who don't feel like the Sybil system is real, like, not real, but it's fair, that would have taken that gun and shot him.
Yeah, easily.
And don't get me wrong, I get it. Mm-hmm. She is like a police officer, technically, an inspector, that her job is to work for the system. But it's like, if the system's not working, you can't rely on the system to save you.
Yeah.
And she did. She tried to rely on the system to save her.
Yeah. And
her friend died. And even in the end, she doesn't do it. She relies on the system. Yeah. And that pisses me off.
She does it the right way.
Which I don't think is the right way. Yeah. And that pisses me off.
But that's why I like this moment, because the moment, I think, is such a great, like, this moment encapsulates the whole show. The fact that you're feeling angry about it, that's exactly what the whole show is about. It's literally questioning the moral ground between the Sybil system and free will.
But you want to know why it also pisses me off, though? Because she does eventually shoot that gun.
Mm.
Why would you shoot it and not aim it?
She's scared.
Why did you shoot it in the first place then? Like, here's my thing. If you were gonna just say fuck it and just not use the gun, whatever. I get it. You decided that the system is perfect, and for some reason, whatever. She took the gun anyway and shot it towards him, but not really.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if you're gonna go that far to shoot it, shoot it. Mm-hmm. Don't just cry and shoot it like fucking wonky. You know what I mean? Like, if you're gonna shoot the gun at the person who's about to kill your best friend.
You know why? Not enough resolve.
Because he does
it himself.
Stupid. She is an awful inspector.
She's a damn good one. By the end, she turns into a boss by the end.
I mean, by the end.
That was the point where her character changes of like, okay, because everything from the first.
Well, she realizes the Sybil system's bullshit. Yeah. But she should have realized that a long fucking time ago.
Yeah, it's not until that moment she realizes, okay, this is bullshit, and like.
But I can't do anything because they own me.
Pretty much, yeah. And I think this is what I like about season 2, because season 2 is more about like, how do we kind of like take the system down, kind of. Mm-hmm. Season 2 is more about like, this system is wrong.
Mm-hmm. It's way wrong.
And like, what are we gonna do about it within the police system?
Okay.
It's kind of like that.
Well, now I'm interested to watch season 2.
Sucks though. There's one messed up moment, but
I mean, I heard it sucks, and I heard the character that it follows sucks too. So yeah. I heard, like, I was reading a post and it was talking about like worst anime characters, and she was on the list, and I was like, well, we'll see. That gives me so much hope for season 2.
To be fair, it doesn't suck. I think it's just good. Yeah, but
it's not as great as
it
season
doesn't
1.
Question that morality that season 1 does, which I think is the most engrossing aspect of the show.
If the season's about taking down the system, then there is no moral question anymore. It's just like, we know that the answer to that question is it's wrong. Yeah, you know. So it's past that now.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's like Hunger Games. You know what I mean? It's like, is this system wrong? And then it's like, well, yes, it is. And then it's like, and now we need to take it down. That's the same. It's like the same thing.
Anyways, got anything else to say about Psycho-Pass?
I loved it. Fuck Akane sometimes. That's it.
Not in that moment, though.
No, fuck her in that specific moment.
Okay, whatever. Anyways, let's go.
But every other times I like her.
Let's go
She's
to
cute.
the next show we've been talking about, or saw, up to episode 8, Toilet Bound Hanako-kun. Now, originally you watched this. I knew about it. I just never really took the plunge.
I love this show.
But you've been raving about it, and you're just like, yo, you need to watch this. You need to watch this.
It's my favorite show right now.
Yeah?
Like 100%. And it's on my list of favorite animes of all time.
Okay, I'll allow it. It has such a great, like, vision and direction to it. There's, I don't know how to explain it. It just feels like, for some reason, it gives me, like, Sonic vibes. And that's totally, if you haven't watched it, if you haven't watched it, that totally doesn't make sense. But I want to give a shout out to
no, it doesn't.
The Sonic Adventure Battle 2. When you take care of the chows, and you get, there's like, your chows could become heaven, or like hell, like light or dark. And when you get to like the dark, like Halloween-y type, like vibes of like chows and all that.
It's like that?
It looks exactly like it. It's like the vibe that they painted. It feels very Sega.
Okay. Yeah.
The gamers will know.
I do know what you mean.
But so there's like that, but then it feels like such an amalgamation of ideas that this studio
fuck, what was it?
I know what it is. I don't know how to pronounce it because it's like Lerche, like lurch. But I actually don't think it's pronounced lurch. I think it's like a lark or something like that.
Lark.
It's something like that.
It's
but
a narc.
But this studio has done like certain works, like they've done Scum's Wish, which I think shows a lot in there. They've done like a lot of the Danganronpa anime and all that. What else? Alexa. Crap, I don't even know how to pronounce the studio. Alexa, stop.
She's like, I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, no, they do a lot of like works around like those works, and like you see the influence within this show. Specifically in the way that they pace the episodes. So what one example is it kind of feels like it has the Danganronpa style, the drawing, the heavy outlines, the cutesy dark style. So there's that, and then the way that they paint the pictures of the episodes, they'll do a lot of like panels popping up, a lot of dialogue, like not dialogue.
It looks very like
a lot of words,
showy.
Yeah, a lot of words on the screen. So a lot of it is like when they're talking about their thoughts, it'll be like a background of like sakura blossoms or something like that, and then panels will kind of fade on. Another one, almost like you're watching, like it's like a manga in motion, and that's the exact same thing that Scum's Wish did. So I don't know if it's the same director, but
that I can't tell you.
But go.
Oh God, I can talk about this show forever. So like I just put it on because it sounded cute, and it sounded very much like Harry Potter with like Moaning Myrtle and stuff like that, and that's what people were kind of comparing it to. No, that's what it was being compared to, and so I was like, "Fuck it, let's watch this show." And I had been wanting to watch it for a long time, but I put it on and I like just binge watched it. But like, I love the characters. I think they're so cute, and like I love Hanako-kun. I love him so much. I think he's such a good character. He's so cute, and he's so like, but he also has that really creepy like darkness to him, but he's also like such a perv at the same time. So he's got like all these like really fun qualities, but you can tell he like really cares for
Yoshiko? What's her name?
Yoshiro.
Yosh.
Yoshiro Nini, but they call her Nini-chan.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, because I was gonna say Nini-chan, but I was like, what's her first name? And like, and I love, and it's cute because like even like Nini, she's very like boy crazy, and that's like all she cares about. She's just boys. And then you've got freaking Minamoto or Ko, because there's 2 Minamotos in the show. But and he's so just like, I'm an exorcist. I need to delete you, and then but you realize like, oh well, he kind of likes Hanako-kun, and they have this really cute like friendship, the 3 of them, and then they're all like, he's so like Ko is so like always like protecting Nini, like protecting his senpai, and like I don't know what to say. I love it. I can't put my thoughts into words.
What I like about it, like piggybacking off of you, is that like I do like how it gave me just huge slice of life vibes of, I love how it's like because I swear I've seen so many shows where it's like, here's a character that's just kind of like by her lonesome or by his lonesome. They bump into this person, relationship starts, and then like there's always that one rival character that just happens to come in, but then learns to like the whole group, and they just become, there's just a cool like, I don't know what's the word, dichotomy between like all of them and all that. And it just makes for like just great like hijinks, I guess, for entertainment. But what I like so far out of it is that there seems to be not just like fun to it. It seems like they're going for something a lot more deeper. I mean, which is great.
I've already cried during the show.
Oh yeah.
And like really cried. And that like really shocked me because it was like 8 episodes in, I'm already crying. And it's just, it's I like the show a lot because it's got this cutesy like exterior, right? But it's also like, but it's also got that dark, it's like a cutesy dark. It's very like the creepy idol, like the creepy magical girl shows. But the show's really deep. Like it really talks a lot about like life and death, and like just like how like what does happen like when you move on, like is there really anything past being a ghost and like all this stuff. And it's like, it's really heartbreaking actually, like especially when you start to learn like the backstories of a lot of the apparitions, and it's like, oh yeah, my God.
It's really cool. I like how I like shows that show that like on the surface everything seems kind of okay, but what I like is that they layer it with like a depth that like, oh, actually because of like this ghost has a really tragic I was about to say past backstory at the same time. Tragic backstory.
Past story.
Tragic past story. And it really shows like, oh, this is what this ghost is feeling, and like, do they want to be in this limbo, or do they want to move on, or do they want to stay like, I wish I could have done something more in my real life.
Yeah.
It tackles a lot of that, which is really cool. Really quick, I do want to say that like the studio did Assassination Classroom, which is like,
yeah.
one of your favorites. Monster Musume, which makes sense. School Live,
which is one of my favorites too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I love this show so much.
Yeah. Asabi Asabase. Literally
I love that show too. Oh my God, all the shows I've seen.
Yeah. I was like, maybe you just like this studio.
Maybe that's it.
Follow this studio. This is your studio. But got anything else to say?
On it?
Besides just go watch it.
I love it. It's a phenomenal show, and I'm really excited to see where it goes. I mean, I was like, I even bought the first volume of the manga, so if that proves anything, I love it. Go watch it. Okay.
I want you to talk. I'm skipping around because I had one listed over here, but I want to talk about that at the end of this segment. Talk about Capellion.
Oh, okay. So I watched this show. I found it like randomly. I was on maybe Hulu, but I came across, I think it was Hulu. I came across this show called Capellion. And it's like post-apocalyptic, and it's got cute girls. And I was like, oh fuck, School Live again. Let me watch this. It is nothing like School Live. However, it kind of follows these 3 girls, and they are part of the Capellion unit. It's like a military unit, and it takes place in oh god, I can't speak today.
It's late.
A post-apocalyptic Tokyo. And I think it was like 10 years in the past, a like a nuclear factory blew up, and so there's radiation everywhere, so nobody can actually live there without like hazmat suits. And so these girls are genetically engineered to be able to go out in the world, like without the hazmat suit, so they can like breathe, and it doesn't like affect them at all. Now they can eat, they can sleep, they breathe, they use the restroom, like they're pretty normal. The only difference is like, some of them have like superpowers.
Yeah.
Some of them have like legitimate superpowers, but some of them are less great. And they can live in this world without really needing anything. And honestly, they don't even really need to eat. Like, it was shown that like they can do like just nutrition shots and they're fine. Like, they don't. No, seriously.
Popping shots.
No, but yeah, because one of the girls was like, I'm just gonna do a nutrition shot, and the girl was like, why aren't you eating?
I was picturing like alcohol, like they just had like bottles.
No, like
popping
syringes.
bottles of nutrition shots, and they're just like.
I mean, yeah. But so yeah, it kind of follows these three girls, and it's like they are the rescue team. There's like different ones. There's like a cleanup crew. I'm sure there's like a fighting unit. They're all trained to fight, but these three girls are made to collect people from Tokyo and bring them home. And then so it's just kind of like, it's very like slice of lifey kind of, because it really is just their everyday lives. But this is their first mission. So they're kind of tracking people down and trying to bring them home. And then they come across like a pregnant woman and her father. They come across an elderly woman they have to save, a whole family, like a mother, a father, and like a daughter. There's like a whole, and they have lived in this world for like 10 years. Like, these people have figured out how to survive here. And it's like, they almost don't want to leave. But they're like, well, maybe it probably would be better if we didn't have to live when we can't breathe. And it's really good. Like, I don't want to say it's like a masterpiece. I would probably give it like 6.5, 7. Yeah. But it's an enjoyable watch.
I would say enjoyable, watchable.
Yeah, and it's only like 12 episodes, I think. So it's a short watch. The characters are great. And they're likable characters. So if I give it anything, the characters. And like, the characters are great. The animation's great. The story's a little weird. Like, I feel like they could have done it a little bit better. But all in all, it's a pretty good show. So I would recommend that one too.
That sounds like a show where like I feel like the manga is probably really good.
Yeah.
And like the show didn't do it justice.
Yeah. Gonna have to check that out.
Yeah. Oh, I am in the wrong section. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, this is the last couple things I want to talk about. You watched a little show that you used to hate, but now you love.
Okay, I didn't say I loved it.
Now you like it. But you will learn to love it. I guarantee it.
My Hero Academia.
My Boku no Hero Academia. Talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Okay, so I was avoiding watching this show for a very long time. I think a lot of it was because it was so popular, but I remember you showing me an episode of it, and I was kind of like, whatever. And it's like shonen, and I don't really like shonens that much. It's just not my type of like anime. It's just too much fighting and blah for me. But I finally sat down, and I was like, okay, put it on, and I'll watch it. It's not that bad. I kind of like it. Like, the characters are really great. And I was pretty pumped, like, watching it.
That's good.
So if it can get me to like freaking, that's how I know I like this show. But I don't know what to say about it. It's like, what can I say about a show that everyone in the world watched?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I'm so fucking late to this party. There's like, how many seasons?
They're working on 4 right now.
I just watched the first season.
But here's the thing. You're not the only one that probably doesn't like it. Explain to someone that it doesn't give it a chance, kind of watched the first episode and was like, which like you were.
Okay.
So.
I can say this. If you watched the first episode and you didn't really like it, and it was too like, or if you even watched a couple of them and it was just too like shonen-y for you, I will give it like the redeeming factor of the show is how great the characters are.
Hell yeah.
Because it's like they're kids. They're like, and they act like normal teenage kids, and they're very like full of life, and they're happy, and they all want to be heroes, you know, and they're like excited for that life ahead of them. And everyone's so unique and interesting in their own ways because, you know, their quirks give them those unique like personality traits. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like you've got, I'm trying to think of like people with like specific traits. But like fucking, I don't even know what his name is.
Just describe him.
The guy with the freaking rocket calves.
Ida.
Like he's so like his personality is so much like his quirk is. He's so just like freaking. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it fits. It fits so well with him. And then even like freaking Froppy, she acts so much like a frog. Just her personality is so like, bleh, bleh, bleh. You know what I mean? And then you got like the great boy, Mineta, and he's like a perv, and it's really funny, but it's kind of creepy.
Yeah.
And then of course you got to give it to the little baby Zuko. I love him.
Zuko Midoriya.
He's cute and he's sweet and like he's a lot though. I'm like, bro, calm the fuck down.
He's just like season 1 of him. It's just
no, seriously, and he's just breaking his bones everywhere, and I'm like, dude, you gotta stop because you're gonna just keep hurting yourself. And freaking Ochako, bless her heart, because she's so cute and she's so there for him.
Yeah.
Just always.
She just cares about like everyone.
I know.
It really isn't just him. She just cares about everyone.
I know, and she's just so cute and just.
What I like about because you only touch season 1, so like in season 2, I think is really when you get. Yeah, I think season 2. Season 2, you really get like just kind of turning points for like each of these characters. You really get like you'll get a hype Ochako moment. You get a hype Ida moment.
I mean, yeah,
you get hype Bakugo moments that kind of just make the characters grow. And it's not done in a way where it's like, yeah, I'm struggling, and then all of a sudden, hiya, I just won. It's very much like goes down like their past and like why they wanted to become a hero in the first place, who they look up to, people that look down on them, and it really encapsulates that into like why they're doing this, and really shows that how bad they want it, and they're not just here just because they have powers and it looks fun.
I mean, that's why Mineta was there.
Yeah.
Low-key.
Yeah. He said, yeah, all the girls are hot. I got all the girls are hot.
I do want to give a little quick shout out though to that freaking badass fight scene when when all the kids had to fight all the monsters because that fucking scary dude with the hands came in, and then they were like, our teachers are dead, we gotta fight, because they did fucking awesome. All of them freaking, I could not believe them kids beat all those guys' asses so fast.
And I want to give a shout out to me, this was like, because I didn't really like the show that much until like the last episode of season 1. And it wasn't really into the point where like you get All Might entering the scene. And just that animation of his fight in the end was like the most amazing thing I've seen in a long time. That I was like, damn, this is getting me hype. And that's when I kind of like liked/loved the show. And then season 2 was like definitively no. I'm binge watching every single episode after that.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else you want to say about that?
It's a good show, I guess.
Wait till you get to season 2. I really hope you like just are like obsessed with it.
Okay.
I hope. I want everyone to be obsessed.
I feel like I'm low-key not gonna be, but it's okay. I'm gonna like it. I don't know if I'll be obsessed with it, but I'll like it.
What I like about the show, like the way I explained it was that it reminds me of like Big Hero 6, where the characters feel so bubbly. And
I love Big Hero 6.
It feels so bubbly, and like the characters feel bubbly, and they feel so fun, despite like sometimes it getting really real and all that, and just the way they interact with each other feels super lifelike, and like they play off of each other. which is really, really cool. And eventually by even by end of season 1, the way season 1 ends, you could tell they're close now. They are they're never
thick as thieves.
They're never gonna forget that. So
I mean, yeah, right.
Yeah. So to piggyback off that, I just recently watched in theaters My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, which is the new movie that came out. And I want to say that I didn't really like the first half, and then they got really, 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 really crazy hype. I don't want to talk too much about spoilers. I know Steven and we want to do a review on that. Maybe Tyler or whoever wants to join. But Steven and we went to go see it with each other, and man, that theater was erupting. That theater was erupting by the end. You have no idea.
Nope, I wasn't there.
You have no idea. Hopefully that
I opted out of seeing it.
Yeah. Hopefully that pays promise to what the future of the show has, but the only thing I'm gonna say, my complaint is that they really just retcon the shit out of everything at the end. Where literally nothing kind of mattered. And I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
But it's a good segue into what the time is. Yeah, what's the time?
Oh. 1:14.
No, it's not.
It's the time for the news of Kayla.
All I wanna do is get into the news with Kayla Dennis. With Kayla Dennis, all I wanna be is someone who gets to read the news with Kayla Dennis. Alright, I have a couple news articles. But the reason why I said it segues into this is that it goes into My Hero Academia Heroes Rising film earns US $10 million in the US. This is by Antonia Pineda. I don't know why they wrote it like that. But Antonia Pineda from Anime News Network. Funimation
I feel like you've said that person's name before.
Yeah, I said a couple of these names. Funimation announced on Wednesday that the My Hero Academia Heroes Rising, Boku no Hero Academia, the movie's Heroes Rising film has earned a cumulative total of US $10 million in the United States, with the film now the 8th all-time highest grossing anime films in the United States. The film ranked at number 1 in the United States box office when it opened on February 26, earning 2,526,900 on that day alone, and 806,655 the following day. The film eventually earned 5,888,330 to rank number 4 in its opening weekend, exceeding Box Office Mojo's US $5.1 million estimate. It did pretty damn good.
I wish I had that much money.
Me too. You got your first patron.
Yeah, but I'm not getting that much money.
You're on your way.
To $5 million.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing much to say besides congratulations to that. It really shows how much the US loves My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
It's literally Funimation's just flagship show. They know what they have. They know what they're doing with that show. And it's here to stay.
Yeah.
For a long time. Even the packages for Funimation, they've named it after My Hero Academia.
Really?
Yeah, the name of the packages, unless they changed it, if I'm not mistaken, it's it's I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it's plus, Funimation Plus, Funimation Plus Ultra. They really doubled down on My Hero Academia being the one to stay.
I mean, everybody's freaking hype as hell about that show. Every con you go to, it's 50 million people dress up as freaking Deku, just Deku.
Including me.
Yeah, including you.
I'm the best one.
I'm kidding.
I'm gonna email your patron. Cancel it.
You were the best at Holiday Matsuri.
Hell yeah, I was the best at Holiday Matsuri. Nah, hell no. There was that one Deku that had
the whole
big Christmas tree
on her head.
Yeah.
That shit was dedication.
But she saw me and was like,
so
hey,
that means she appreciated you.
Yeah, so I was like, yes.
I think yours is the most creative though.
Why was it the most creative?
Because you had see, that one girl did it too, but all she had was tinsel and freaking candy canes. You had candy canes and lights and freaking balls in your hair.
Forgot.
So.
And the first time I had some balls in my hair, but that's another story. Crap, I lost my place. Yeah, no, that's all I really wanted to talk about. And then just to brush on that real quick, because we're running a little bit long on time. So let's see. I want to talk about Crunchyroll because they just released their like. I don't think they're out now. I think they released trailers, and pretty much. Do you remember that they were trying to like animate like the webtoons?
Oh yeah,
that was like a plan. So they finally released the trailers for that.
Lord Olympus, Lord Olympus.
So Crunchyroll unveils 7 Crunchyroll Originals works, including Tower of God, Noblesse, God of High School. This is Crystal and Hodgkins, which I've said before. Crunchyroll announced on Tuesday in its first slate of Crunchyroll original works that the company is producing. The currently airing Inspector, which I've seen a lot of people tweet about, like they love it. Animes is also a Crunchyroll Originals product. Crunchyroll confirmed that 3 of the other 7 works announced are being produced at Japanese anime studios. They previously announced television anime adaptation of Korean creators SIU's or Sue's Tower of God manhwa is part of the Crunchyroll original slate. Telecom Animation Film is producing the anime. Sola Entertainment is providing production management for the series. Crunchyroll will stream the series when it premieres this spring. Let's see who else.
I was like, I have the Webtoons app. I should probably like read those ones. I've only read 3 stories on the app. There's True Beauty, which was that like the Korean one. I read some of Lore Olympus, and then I can't remember what it's called, and I'm so mad at myself because I've read that one the most, I feel like. And it was the one about the ugly princess.
Okay.
And those ones are all great.
I'm trying to like, because this is a long ass article, I'm just trying to get like the studio and like the work.
Doki Doki.
Young God damn it. This is a Japanese podcast, not a Korean one. Young J Parks, the God of High School manhwa, is Mappa is animating the series, which is fucking great. That's Yuri on Ice.
Okay.
Yuri on Ice, Zombieland Saga. Great studio. We got Jaeho Sun and Kwang Soo Lee's Noblesse manhwa. Production IG is animating the work. So, literally, Psychopaths. Guilty Crown. What else? Yada yada yada. I might just search up the article. You could read it. But that's pretty hype. I don't know if you saw any of the trailers at all. Nothing. I didn't really watch them. I kind of like saw little bits in here, pieces there.
I only seen an article about it, but I didn't.
They look quality. Like you could tell they really put some love into like the production of these, and like you could tell that some whatever business shit that happened behind the scenes, like they wanted this to happen. They're like whatever you can do to make it happen, it's got to happen. So I was a little bit hyped about that. All right, next article.
All right.
So yeah, if you're hyped about that, go support it. I wanted to talk about this, and this is one of many articles that I just have to choose one. Anime Japan 2020 event canceled due to COVID-19 coronavirus concerns.
Oh god, there's probably a gazillion of those articles.
Yeah.
What was canceled?
Anime Japan 2020.
Oh, okay.
The organizers of the Anime Japan 2020 event announced on Thursday that they have decided to cancel the event due to concerns over the spread of the COVID-19 coronavirus disease and the Japanese government's recent proposal to cancel large-scale events.
I was like, any kind of cons or like big events and stuff like that, honestly, it's safer to just not right now.
The event is offering refunds for admission tickets beginning on March 6th. Anime Japan 2020 was scheduled to take place from March 21st to 24th at Tokyo Big Sight.
That sucks. That really does kind of suck, though, especially if that's something you were looking forward to.
Yeah.
And then it gets canceled. But I mean,
it straight up was just canceled, not postponed. But I guess it's hard to postpone.
Everyone is panicking right now.
Yeah.
I mean, and if you're trying to not get sick, I feel like the best thing is to not go to a place where there's a lot of people, especially if there's a lot of people, because Japan's got has a lot of cases of it right now. Yeah. They're it's really bad there. It's one of the most contaminated places. So I feel like that's not the place I'd want to be, where there's a lot of people. I was like, I don't even think I would go to a con in New York right now because of that reason, you know?
Yeah.
And con, like, New York's not even that bad, but I still don't think I would.
And I shit you not, that was like one of like 6 articles of like
of the same thing, or like, just like
no,
cancellations.
Not, like I mean, like just things getting canceled, like just complete chaos, like over in Japanese stuff. Like
Makes
PlayStation's
sense.
not going to PAX East. There's one where like production of like this anime is being held back.
Don't want to spread anything. Get it? I get it. I understand.
Yeah, and it was like I didn't want to just keep beating like a dead horse. Just be like, oh, coronavirus.
Corona. It's like that's all that anybody's been talking about.
Because very well it could have been. Because there was like literally like 6 incidents where like coronavirus affected something.
Well, it's taken the world at the moment, and that's what all anybody's going to be able to talk about for the next couple months. You know what I mean? Until they figure out how to fix it. You can't. There's nothing you can do about it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like any other disease, you know.
Yeah.
Once they find a cure, if they find a cure. I mean, remember Ebola? That came and went so fast. Mm-hmm. I'm assuming Corona will probably be like the same thing.
Yeah.
Just give it a couple months. People got to get over their fears. It's not that big a deal. It really isn't.
If you just do your research.
Exactly. Wash your hands. Use hand sanitizer in public if you can't wash your hands.
Just wash yourselves.
And wash your body. And don't cough on other people.
It's not nice.
Like, seriously, that's it.
Anyways, you want to go into the topic?
Yeah.
So I'm happy about this because I'm like, usually every topic we do, super bubbly, super fun.
Hell no.
Not this time. Go ahead, say the F word right now.
Fuck.
Because we're doing the top fucked up anime / manga that we have read /
have come across.
Yeah, pretty much. You want to talk about any of these on the list for anime?
Oh, I have to choose anime.
Yeah, let's do anime first. I'm more of the thing is I'm more of a manga.
I wanted to talk about freaking the manga.
Let's talk about anime first. Let's go through the anime first.
I feel like we can look at the anime, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, none of this anime was as fucked up as this manga
Well, we're going from least to more.
Okay.
Talk about the anime, damn it. Look at the goddamn list.
Which one was the most fucked up on this list? Probably Parasite.
Parasite? Visually,
yeah.
Talk about it. Let's go.
Okay, well, so if anybody doesn't know, Parasite,
the maxim. Not Bong Joon-ho's Oscar winning film.
This is anime. We're not talking about Oscar-winning movies.
I already told you, Japanese podcast. These Koreans they're invading. But
so Parasite it basically follows this kid Shinichi, who gets this like parasite creature that like attaches to his like arm, and Migi, and it kind of has like a mind of its own, but his hand turns into this like fucking creature. No, but seriously, and I'm like trying to remember like the plot. I haven't watched it in so long.
Yeah. So in a world. No, it's pretty much about like these alien parasites that have been kind of
infecting people,
invading Earth.
It's like Revenge of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah, secretly, and pretty much I think they have to kill the host, right?
They kill the host and then take over their body.
Yeah. So they take over their brains, and they have to eat to survive. That's the kind of main premise of it, and it's super scary because it seems like to us, the viewer, they seem off, but to like the people, they don't really notice it.
No, so that like they're real creepy, like dead eyes, like just walk around like these fucking weirdos, but everyone's like, okay.
Yeah. But what's fucked up about it is like the sheer imagery of how they eat, because like they're like literally like it'll be like humans' faces like opening up as if like it's very Resident Evil 4, and they would just open up, which totally just cuts off like all the anatomy of a real human head.
Yeah.
But it's really cool because like everyone kind of turns rubbery.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. But the way that they portray so many things, there's like, because they do it to like a dog, and and like you see that, and that looks so fucked up.
Mm.
It's a lot of just fleshy stuff.
Yeah,
It's
really very
nasty.
body horror.
Yeah.
Like if that stuff freaks you out, this show will freak you out.
Yeah.
It's a good, like, great show though. A lot of like Shinichi becomes like such a badass.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, watch it.
Yeah.
And if you're not into gore though, it's a little.
I want to give a shout out to easily. I think it's one of my. There's a character in there. I'm gonna go out and say it. Riko Tamura. The fact that I remember that, amazing.
This is a good character.
To this day, I think she's one of my favorite character arcs. Like growth wise, from beginning to end, one of my favorite character growths ever in an anime. Because it went in a way that I did not expect.
Yeah, she really grew as a person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really grew as a person.
Yeah. So that was like the most amazing thing, and it was literally like a 20 episode build up for her character
to even become like, because she was just awful.
Yeah,
and she became like such a like almost genuine person, which is crazy.
What happens? You'll have to watch.
We're
to
not
find
spoiling
out.
it.
Let's see what else is on the list. We got Parasite, and then I'm gonna talk about my fucking show, Devilman Crybaby.
Oh, I love that show.
Masaaki Yuasa, you fucking did it again. I'll be honest with you, right when you started, you're like, this is some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
And it's not even like the fucking rave club scene. It's literally like, what the fuck is going on? Like, almost the animation is so weird that it gives you off vibes.
Oh, that whole scene is way off.
And then there's
all the colors, and there's too many boobs, and there's drugs, and what the fuck is going on?
I don't know why, just talking about it, I'm like, I want to watch Devilman Crybaby.
Let's do it.
But it starts off with them like running, but then there's like, remember there's like the weird shot of like the weird guy with glasses, and he's like frog like eats a fucking fly, and there's like, what the hell is going on? But what I like about it is that it's literally everything I like crave, like in an anime / manga that needs to be fucked up. It's just literally lots of sex, lots of gore, lots of sex and gore.
I mean, there's drugs.
Yeah, drugs,
and it's deep. It has like a deep story. It's very like it really talks about like how society is and how people really do judge people based on like appearances and based on like race and all that stuff, and it's like it's really like really real. It's very real. Yeah, and it's scary how real it is.
Mm-hmm. I'm like, I won't get too much into it, but like, if you've seen the Funimation Awards episode of Doki Doki Anime Club, I go off on why it's so good. Just the animation is just great. It was such a breath of fresh air, and like at the time I didn't know that it existed already as the story. They just kind of modernized it.
That original was a little
the original is it's a little weird.
It's a little weird.
I mean, it didn't really age too well, especially the English dub, which I love though. God. I love the English dub. It's so
my
good.
Whole pal Rio.
How are you doing then? Fuck you. But yeah, it has everything that like I just wanted. Like in some, I don't know why. It's just like, sure, I like my slice of life. I like my romance. I like my ride your waves. But sometimes when something,
I love my horror though. I love
but when something comes up and like something fucked up I see on, and that was like the most like gut wrenching like.
That show made me so fucking sad.
Whenever I was like watching it, it just made me feel like a pit in my stomach.
Yeah, I cried so many times during that
show.
So
many moments, so violent, and just.
And it's violent in such like fucked up ways.
Mm-hmm. So that was like one show that was like super fucked up. I was like, I can't wait till we get to the manga because this is like this chump. This fucking,
I know it's chump change compared to the manga we have on this list.
It's amateur hour. I guess. Do you want to talk about Dead Man Wonderland?
Yeah, I like Dead Man Wonderland.
Dead Man Wonderland's good. I watched the show and I read the whole manga.
I want to read the manga because it sucks because I can tell that like the anime is obviously not as good as the manga. You can tell it is. You can tell there's pieces missing. Like you can tell the story's a little weird and they tried to rush things. They just didn't give it as much time as they needed to tell the story. But freaking Shiro is like one of my favorite like girl characters. I actually love her. Like she's definitely like one of my waifus. The story's great. It's really different and unique.
Yeah.
Like, I've never seen anything like that before. Like, to have a prison that's in, like, an amusement park is so weird.
For people to watch. Yeah.
And they basically, like put the villagers. Oh my god, I've been playing too much Animal Crossing.
As you can tell by your shirt.
The prisoners against each other, and they basically fight each other for like points to buy food and like amenities, and people watch it and think it's fake when these people are the prisoners are killing each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's so many really like fucked up moments like that I did not like even like see coming. Like, there was just so many moments where just people were just ripped to pieces and just splattered, and I was like, bro, what?
Yeah, that was my biggest surprise. I knew the show existed. I actually knew it existed solely based on when they aired it on Toonami.
Okay.
And
I've seen the imagery before, like the cover before, but I never knew really anything about it.
So I saw it, and then eventually you twisted my arm enough. I'm like, okay, I'll watch it. So I watched it, and I remember like first seeing the gore come on. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, it's gory.
I was like, this is some fucked up stuff. To the point where like even like they have like some like censored parts.
Yeah, because it actually gets bad.
Yeah.
Like bad.
It's like Tokyo Ghoul almost.
Because I'm pretty sure that was like they censored. I think there's a part where you like take somebody's eyeball out or something like that, and it's censored.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's how gross that probably really was.
I'm like, do you have the Blu-ray too? Did you ever check to see if that was censored at all?
Oh, I didn't. I got it now.
Yeah.
I didn't even think about it.
Something tells me they just stylistically.
It's probably censored.
Yeah, which sucks. I feel like somewhere in that studio, like that, those key.
Oh,
frames,
it's uncensored somewhere.
Yeah, it exists.
Somebody made that and thought it was art, and that shit got censored.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to say the reason why that show is just so fucked up is that like it's just the pure violence and like the subject matter kind of is fucked up,
and how poorly they treat the prisoners.
Yeah.
And most of those people like aren't really supposed to be there. You know what I mean? And there's not really a way to get out unless you like get like a fucking shit ton of points.
Yeah. I was actually genuinely surprised how dark that show actually is. That show was actually really, really fun to watch.
Yeah. I think it's so fun, and it's so colorful and like crazy and over the top, and just like the fact that like they have to serve, like the only way they can survive is by eating candy, like, or else they literally die. Yeah. Like, it's crazy.
Man, you need to read the manga.
Yeah, I want to.
No, because the manga is really good. Like, and it really just piggybacks off of where it kind of cuts off and just goes a whole nother level. And then by the end, I'm not sure if I like the ending. The ending kind of was a little too clean for me. I wish it was a little bit more messier.
What, in the manga?
Yeah.
Okay, because I was like, in the anime, they left it very like figured out to yourself, kind of.
Yeah.
It was very like up to interpretation, I feel like.
It was very much like hinted
at what really was going on, and you could obviously just assume, but I mean, you could assume differently.
Yeah.
I mean, I assumed what I assumed, but I'm sure other people have different thoughts. So.
Let's talk about. Well, I just want to give a shout out because I mentioned it talking about the show. I want to give a shout out to Tokyo Ghoul. I actually haven't watched it, but I've seen a lot of like the violent scenes.
I heard that one's really fucked up too.
Yeah, that's like a show where like everything is just censored.
Damn, I want to watch it.
Like, it's really bloody, really gory.
Dang.
And I do want to.
Do they have it uncensored? Because I want to see this shit uncensored.
I'm not sure. I haven't seen it uncensored at all.
I'm like, if I'm gonna get blood and gore, give me that shit uncensored. Sorry.
I want to give a shout out to. I haven't finished this at all, but I want to give a shout out to another. I think everyone that watches anime knows about the umbrella scene.
Yeah, it was like even I've seen that one.
Yeah. So even if you haven't seen another, to be honest, I tried to watch it. I kind of got bored of it. So, but if you're just desperately curious, finish this video first.
Finish the video.
Go to YouTube.com because you're already on there. Go to the search bar right up there.
Look up the umbrella scene.
Look up another umbrella scene, and you'll be forever changed. And to be honest, when that was like a popular show, that was like the height of what we had for violence. Oh. Because now we got all this fucked up shit that we just said. But that was like some fucked up.
That scene though,
it's a little much.
It's a lot.
Yeah. Have you seen the other scenes though?
I feel like I've seen like maybe one other one, and I can't remember what it is. But the show is kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
Like the scene, like the death scenes that are really kind of fucked up.
Mm-hmm. There's one with like there's like a teacher, and I won't say anything more in case anyone wants to watch it. But maybe I'll show you it later because I'm sure you don't give a shit. But
I was like, I'll still watch it. I don't care. You can spoil the hell out of a show, and I'll still watch it.
But there's one with like a teacher, and I remember that be like fucking me up as like a young boy. And I guess the last one I want to go talk about involves a little bit of spoiler territory that explains why it's fucked up. It's School Live.
Yeah, I mean, that one's hard because it's like, yeah, that is a show you can't talk about without spoiling it if you haven't seen it.
Yeah. So spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Spoilers are on you if you haven't watched School Lives.
So, from the first episode, it's like ball drop. Like, seriously.
This is the only reason why I don't even think the show deserves to be on the most fucked up list, but the only reason why I put it on the most fucked up list is because of this fucking character Yuki.
Because it's the thing is the main point of the show is it's these girls and they're living in like their school, and they're stranded there because they're like in a zombie apocalypse right now. And so the main character Yuki, you can tell suffers from like serious mental mental health issues, like really bad PTSD, It just does not know what's going on. And so she's living in this fantasy that she thinks everything's okay, and she doesn't really realize that like they're in danger all the time, like they are in a zombie apocalypse. To her, everyone's still there. And then she'll have these moments of like clarity, and then she fogs up again, and it's really scary to see her be so oblivious to how dangerous the situation that she actually is in. And it really plays like really well with like mental health and how like scary it really is. Like, cause that show just in that way is so fucked up. And to have her have to face moments where she is like, where there are zombies and she does have to run away, and to her to like, for her to be like, had that realization, like, fuck, like, what is happening? When did this happen? Like, why did I not know this was happening? And then like to have to deal with that and then fade away again. Yeah. And then it's like nothing happened. Yeah. And that's so scary.
I want to talk about just the first episode, like twist.
I mean, that fucked me up.
Yeah, because the show comes off as this super slice of life, cutesy, bubbly,
super cute characters.
Yeah, and pretty much it's her and her friends and the sensei, and they're in a club called the School Living Club, and pretty much, it shows this character Yuki, and it seems like she's sleeping in this school, and like she has like a dorm almost, and she's just. I almost to be honest, I almost shut it off.
When you showed it to me, I was like, what? Yeah. Because it's not really my thing. And when I was like, oh, okay, I mean, I like the cute characters. This is fun. Yeah. And then I was like, I remember just screaming about it for like a minute. Yeah, you were freaking out.
I loved it. But so
I showed everybody.
Yeah, it's super bubbly, super bubblegum, like sweetness, and I feel like they did that shit on purpose. It really is like even like this character is literally like hugging her friends and I love you and I love this.
Like if you have a friend,
and I love school.
Yeah, if you have a friend who loves that cute shit, show them this to traumatize them.
Hell yeah.
Like seriously.
Because that first twist is like what?
It is like crazy.
And then if you rewatch that first episode, they really paint that picture really well. You're like, damn, they were telling me the whole time and I didn't realize.
And you can pick out the moments where you're like, wait, something's not right.
Yeah.
Something's definitely not right.
They do it in a way where they don't give you enough.
No. Just like that slightness to make you feel like...
That was weird.
Yeah, that was weird. But not enough to be like, wait.
Not enough for you to question it.
No. It's just enough to be like, okay.
Until it happens.
And then you're like, fuck, I missed that. Yeah. What?
But pretty much she is like, I love you. I love this. I love that. And then pretty much she goes on her way. And she's saying hi to all of her friends in this room. She's going to classes. And pretty much she goes to this one room. And her friend is like, oh, I should go get her. And she opens the door to go see Yuki. And there's a moment where she kind of is staring down at the ground, her friend, not Yuki, and you're like, why is she looking all like sad and stuff? And the perspective changes,
and then there's nothing.
And Yuki is talking to no one, and there's just a bloody room,
broken windows. There's nobody, and it's just that like pit in your stomach, like fuck. This girl is literally talking to nothing.
You're like, her brain's fucking broken.
You're so broken, and then it like pans outside, and then you see all the zombies in the courtyard, and you're like, fuck, what?
And it really blows your mind.
That like gave me chills just thinking about it again.
And then just overall, it's just a good show, so just go watch it.
Oh, it's good, and there are like a couple like, you know, more of like fucked up moments, like that later, like little spoilers with like the teacher and all this, like, and then the little puppy. There's a cute dog that I'm still hurt over. I loved him.
Kayla.
Okay.
Let's go to the manga. Which one do you want to talk about first?
You think we should save the most fucked up for last?
Yeah.
Then let's talk about Metamorphosis.
Okay. Metamorphosis, emergence in Japan. Hentai, it's a hentai by Shindo L. Half of these shits are like hentais pretty much.
Yeah, I mean,
hentai by Shindo L. I'm sure you've seen the picture. I'll probably put it in the thumbnail, to be honest, and you guys are going to click on this video because of the thumbnail. And essentially, it's just about a girl who is a nerdy-ass little girl. She's kind of a loser, for lack of a better term, and she wants to become more popular.
Yeah.
And pretty much, what does she do at first? Does she just, like, do a makeover? Like a little small makeover? And because of that, she kind of just draws attention to, like, this kind of, like, badass boy, the bad boy.
Yeah.
And they start going out.
And he really is just kind of, like, he literally meets her, like, on the street and then has sex with her immediately. Like, she didn't even get a chance to do anything. It was like, I met this guy. I've never had any guy ever talk to me in my life. And then this guy all of a sudden is like, oh my God, let's have sex. And then she's like, let's have sex. I'm like, girl, you've never even touched a boy, much less kissed a boy, and you're already gonna have sex with some random dude you met on the street?
Yeah.
How fucked do you have to be able to, like, how starved of affection do you have to be to sleep with some random dude that you met just on the street? That was so, like, nuts to me.
But
that alone is fucked up.
But it's the whole book, like the whole point of the book kind of is like just this character torture assassination type fetish almost.
Yeah, it's just her downward spiral.
It's a downward spiral that just goes into nothingness. And literally there's like,
it's the story of drugs and sex and abuse.
Yeah, and like what it will do to you, and literally
and incest.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a whole lot of that stuff. And like it kind of goes down this path, and literally you think there's redemptions at some point, and there's no redemption.
There isn't. It's really sad.
Yeah.
Like, because even the ending, it's kind of left up to your interpretation of like, is she gonna be okay?
Yeah.
Or is she, just not? I like want to cry thinking about it.
It's
it's sad. It's really like a sad story because like you kind of do feel for this girl.
Yeah.
And it sucks that she doesn't have anybody really, so it's like she's just making like the bad mistakes, and then like obviously spoiler a little bit. Can I do that?
Sure.
Her father starts to take advantage of her and like starts to sleep with her, and her mother, instead of calling him a pervert and kicking him out, she basically calls her daughter a whore and tells her she's not allowed to come into the house anymore. What kind of mother kicks her daughter out because she's being raped by her father?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This poor girl was basically thrown on the street. The only person she had was this guy who's basically telling her she needs to sell her body so that he can buy drugs. Like, and she has nobody to help her. Now she's just stuck. Now she's a drug addict. Now she has, this guy has made her change her body so what he would like. So now she was this beautiful brunette girl, and now she's got all these piercings and these tattoos and this fake tan and the fake hair, and it just, don't get me wrong, she's still beautiful, but it's not her, and it doesn't look good on her, I feel like. And it just makes her look like I don't want, it's not, if you have all these things, you're not a whore. But it makes her look like a whore.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's the point.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm like, that's not fair to her.
Mm-hmm.
You know? He literally made her nothing but something that people use for sex.
Yeah.
And that's it.
I think the main purpose was that, like, she was everything that wasn't herself.
Yes. And it was really sad.
Yeah.
And then to see her become so desperate for drugs.
Yeah.
And even, like, and then eventually she gets pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And she's still having sex with people, doing drugs, anything she can for that baby now.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, there's dudes just like coming inside of her. She's a child inside of her stomach.
Yeah.
And she becomes such a masochist.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like she freaking gets off of being punched in the face. He like literally ruined this poor girl and doesn't care.
Mm-hmm.
He ruined this poor little girl's life and didn't care.
Yeah, it's so fun. I saw actually a really funny like meme where like it was just like it was that shot of the guy asking her like, "Hey, do you want to like go out sometime?" And she was like, "No." And it was like the end.
That's what should have happened.
Yeah.
And her whole life would have been probably so much better.
Yeah. But anyways, let's move on.
Yeah, I could talk about that one forever.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
heated.
This ain't Metamorphosis cast. This is Doki Doki Anime Club podcast cast.
Sorry.
DeadTube. Talk about DeadTube because that's the only one you know on this.
Okay, well, DeadTube is the most fucked up manga I've ever read in my fucking life. God, how do you even start with that one?
All right, let's just start off with the fucked up shit that's in here. Incest, rape,
lots and lots of
sex,
rape,
lots of gore. Has one of the scenes that like I think is one of the most fucked up scenes that I've ever read.
Oh God,
that I'll get into.
God, I'm just thinking.
I'm like trying to think.
I'm thinking of the scene you're thinking of, and it hurts my heart.
There's
so
necrophilia. There's
so much violence. It's lots of ugly bastards.
Lots of ugly bastards. To explain the plot of this manga, it is literally just about there's this guy, he likes to film everything.
Yeah, he's like
He likes to film stuff, and pretty much he makes friends with this girl who's like, "Hey, film me."
For the whole day.
Yeah, and pretty much.
And never stop filming.
And don't stop filming. And pretty much they do some stuff, they do some things, like, you know, just pretty normal stuff. Eventually she meets a guy, and then they go into this warehouse, and she starts having sex with him.
Well.
About to have sex with him. They're initiating the sex.
Yeah.
They're initiating the sex. And all of a sudden, blood spurts everywhere.
She fucking murders
She fucking murdered him while this dude was like mounting her.
Yeah.
And this dude's filming, and like this is where I knew I should have closed the book, but I didn't. And he's filming, and they show his big rock hard boner. He got a hard on from this.
Yes.
The dude filming, and I'm like, I knew I should have closed the book, but I couldn't stop reading. It was so good. It's really not that good of a book, but it's one of those like just kind of fetish things.
It's creative.
Yeah.
Though, because then you find out like.
Sorry to interrupt, but it reminds me of like. It's like the saying where it's like when you see like a really bad car crash, you know you shouldn't look.
But you keep looking.
No
matter how fucked up it is, for some reason you just keep looking at it.
Yeah.
But plot basically is there's this thing on the internet called DeadTube, and it's kind of like YouTube, but it's like if you mixed YouTube and like best gore.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Because you can do anything you want.
And so basically you make a video and you basically try to make it go viral. And the people that have like the most like, views or likes?
Yeah, pretty much.
On the video, whatever they did gets excused and they win money. Now, if you have the least amount of views / likes, everything that those people did gets blamed on you. So it's kind of like this. It's very much a survival game because it's like if somebody committed like 5 murders on camera for death, like DeadTube, if you got the least amount, now you are the one who has all the murders placed on you and you go to jail for it.
Yeah. And that's only one of the crimes.
Yes.
Because like number 4 could have like robbed a bank. Number 3 could have been like, you know what I mean?
And all of those are on you now. No, but seriously, now that's all on you.
And now it's all on the lowest ranked.
And once you're in it, it's really hard to get out of it.
You can't get out.
Yeah,
of it.
that's what I'm saying. So, I think you can if you don't make any content. Like, you're not going to get in trouble if you don't make content.
No, if you don't make content, that counts as you're still in the running.
Wait, really?
Yeah. It's literally like
it's
when you're in, because that's the point of the friend that says, "Hey, I want to get into this."
Oh, okay.
The point of her is that she didn't know what she was getting into, and she gets into it,
and then realizes, "Fuck, I can't get out of it."
Yeah.
Now.
Exactly.
Okay. Actually, yeah, I do remember that. But yeah, so then you kind of meet this group of like kids that kind of end up being like a team, kind of.
Yeah.
Very much like a film crew.
Kind of.
Yeah, and they do their own thing, and it's like each volume's kind of a different story being told. So you've got like this really fucked up like island, and then there's like, I think the one you were talking about is the one I was talking about is the one with the school.
The one with the school. No. The one I'm talking about is actually the suicide. I'm gonna call it the suicide arc.
What is that one?
Where everyone's literally killing themselves.
Wait. Oh my god, yes!
To me, that is one of the worst things I have ever read.
Oh. No, I was thinking of the one where they, like, basically assassinated all those poor children in the school and basically put them against each other and told them, like, you need to kill each other.
Yeah. Oh, that was really fucked up, too.
And then they, when they were, like, young kids, and they were, like, raping each other and, like, murdering each other and just totally just, like, animals, and it was so fucked up to see because then like his like little sister was stuck in the school and then she like, oh god, it was so sad. That like really made me sad because then like when they broke into the school, it was just bloody everywhere and all those kids were just fucking traumatized, and then all those fucking scary people came in and they were like, eliminate all the rest of the kids, and I was like, these kids are like 10 years old.
Yeah, my so I want to talk about the what I think is the worst, because I think it was just so fucked up from like this is like, I think something like this chapter is like the reason why like it didn't get localized in America. Makes sense.
Suicide's real big. It's a big problem.
Yeah, and I bought every volume from Japan. But
that's why most of them they're all in Japanese.
Yeah. But literally there is like a chapter that just revolves around people, like all of a sudden people are killing themselves trying to get views.
I do remember that.
Which in one doesn't make sense because you're not alive to enjoy those views.
Yeah.
But I think it was just people that wanted to kill themselves were just doing it.
Yeah. Now they're doing it for attention.
Yeah.
Like the attention that they needed.
Yeah. They kind of like were like, oh, okay, if I kill myself, I'm gonna go out with a bang. And
if I fail, well, then they can't peg anything on me because I'm dead.
Yeah.
So
it's like, and then there was like everyone started to do that.
Mm-hmm.
And at this point, the main character is like, okay, what are we gonna do about this? And pretty much he was like, these are all boring.
Yeah.
I think that's what starts the chapter, is like, these are all boring, and then pretty much he gets challenged, like, well, make something interesting.
Mm-hmm.
By Mashiro, which is the main character, I believe.
Yep.
Or not the main character, the main girl.
The main girl.
She's fucking scary. And pretty much in a nutshell, this chapter is that they get a guy that wants to kill himself, and he's okay with that. And he's like, okay, well, and he thinks, okay, I'm gonna kill myself on camera, and that'll be it. And pretty much they're like, they start setting him up for like kind of like success.
Mm-hmm.
So they give him a hot girlfriend, they give him money. And he's starting to make like friends almost. People are like idolizing him.
They made him like a good, like they gave him everything he wanted.
Yeah. They gave him a shit ton of money. He's eating well. He's
happy.
He's having sex with like the hottest girl he's ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
That's his girlfriend. And pretty much in a nutshell, they give him the will to live again just to kill him.
Just to kill him.
And he records it, and like, I think even the main character says it's boring or something like that. It's like,
Which is so fucked up. See, the thing is that the main character in that show is in that freaking like manga is so fucked up.
Yeah.
It's just crazy to me that he can look that shit in the face and he's just like,
eh. But no, but like to me, that I don't know why that hit hard. Maybe it's just 'cause, like, I deal with mental health and shit like that. But
it really it's so awful.
Yeah, But that whole chapter like fucked me up of just like getting this guy that literally just does not have the will to live, giving him the will
to live and then taking it from him.
Yeah, and it got to the point where like at the end, they kind of fake it because he was just like, because they have him wear like a bomb collar pretty much, and pretty much they they kind of say like, okay, like time to die, and he tries to kind of like play their bluff a little bit, and it's just like, you think giving me all this stuff, like I don't care. And then pretty much the hot girlfriend that they gave him like starts crying, and he's like, why is she crying? And pretty much he's like, I loved you, and like I really wanted to be with you, and that was just enough, like just that little bit of like someone cares about me. Gave him like the yeah, and pretty much he was like, no, wait, I don't want to die, like please, and then pretty much they kill him, and I was like, yo, that's so messed up. I was like, are you kidding me?
It had too many moments that were just so like, God, Jesus, like why you gotta do that to me?
why you gotta do that? But
because that shit'll hurt your feelings. Yeah, if you read it, that shit'll hurt your feelings. But like if you're not, it's a hard one to recommend.
Easily, there's a lot of trigger warnings
because it's just all kinds of fucked up. Like it's just, if you can't handle gore and rape and incest and drugs and suicide and literally every bad thing you can think of, don't read it.
Yeah, don't.
Don't even touch it.
Yeah, it really takes a special kind of person to really read that and not
shows us how fucked up we are.
Oh hell yeah! My thing is that I have a good sense of distinguishing reality from like fiction, right?
I'm like, it obviously there was a few moments reading it that I was like, this is fucked up, but I was like, but it's not real. Yeah, and I'm not gonna let it like get to me because it's not real.
Yeah, for me, like fiction could be as fucked up as it could be because that's what fiction does.
But see, and it's the thing with it though is it's like, it's really just showing us what is actually happening in the real world. Yeah. So it's not like it's any different than anything we've already experienced.
Yeah. If I could get anything out of DeadTube, it's literally like, it reminded me of just like what people would do to get likes, views.
It really does talk about like
on social media. Yeah, it really is like people, because like you just think about like World Star hip hop, people screaming World Star and like filming like fight videos.
Well, or listen, like all those people that like go to that like really high places to get selfies and then dying because they fell. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah, little things like that. Just the flex for a quick moment. And that's kind of what I got out of DeadTube, that commentary.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what it's saying.
Yeah. Anyways, I want to talk about a little manga called Dokumushi. I read the whole thing, and it's not even all like translated in English. But I actually heard about this from the YouTuber Anime Man, because he mentioned it, and pretty much I'm gonna go real quick because we're going pretty long on time. It's pretty much about it's almost like Danganronpa, but it's about this main character. I'm gonna say all of a sudden he wakes up in the school, everything is boarded up, there is no food, there's no food, they have no belts, no shoes, they look into the bathroom, there's no toilet paper, and everything seems pretty normal.
Is there toilet water?
I think there's toilet water, but that doesn't matter.
You could drink the toilet water.
Yeah, but there's running water.
Oh, okay. I thought you for some reason you said there was no food and water.
Yeah, unless you want that extra zest, but
yes, need them proteins. Gotta get the proteins.
So they see like cameras like in each corner of the room, and they're like, okay, that's weird, and they go to like each and every room, and eventually they see one room, big countdown, set 7 days, 7-day countdown, and it's counting down, and they're like, huh, that's a little weird. But you could infer that because they don't have no toilet paper, no leather, no shoes, you could kind of infer that, oh, they're forced here to starve almost.
I would just rip my shirt apart and use it as toilet paper.
And eat it?
No, I'm not gonna eat it.
Or just use it as toilet paper?
Just use it as toilet paper.
So
I guess you could eat it.
So there's that, and then pretty much they're like, okay, we're obviously in here for 7 days. Like, and we got no food, but we got water and everything. We can't eat our leather shoes, no nothing.
Eat
And
your jeans.
and they go explore from room to room to room, and they're like, okay, normal, 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 until they reach one room that has just blue tarp laid out across the whole entire floor. Chained to the floor is a hacksaw, and right next to it is a hot pot.
Okay.
Literally saying, hey, this is a room that you could kill someone, cut some meat up,
and cook it,
and eat it. I guess for a little like preface, Dokumushi means I think it means poison insects. And pretty much it was like it goes back to Chinese / Japanese folklore, where they would put like thousands of insects in a vase and they would battle it out, and pretty much the last one to survive technically had the strongest poison, and they would use that to like do some voodoo shit on someone.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where they got the idea from that, and they explain it like in the beginning of the manga. And there's a lot of fucked up shit. I want to say that there's everything that DeadTube has and more. I know the anime man said that like he said it was more fucked up than DeadTube. I don't think so. But it was a fun read. It pretty much was like but I think the one thing it has over it that you don't see in DeadTube, there's pedophilia, which is really uncomfortable.
Yeah.
There's pedophilia,
I feel like
necrophilia, there's murder, there's rape, sex, gore,
and like
dismemberment.
incest is uncomfortable, but like pedophilia is like super uncomfortable. That I think that's where you take it a little bit too far.
And they mix pedophilia with like everything I just listed too. There's lots of mixes here and there. Which is one I want to talk about is another manhwa, actually Korean. I take back what I said earlier. It's called Drug Candy, and pretty much it's just about a businessman who kind of is losing that spark in his marriage. Same thing with the wife losing that spark too. And a new hot young girl comes in to work with him, and they just develop a relationship. And eventually, it starts off with them just like having sex, and it's literally just them trying to like, it's him stressing over trying to cover up him having sex with her, and then same thing with like wondering what happened with the wife and all that, and everything that just ensues. I remember reading this just being like, pit in my stomach, what's about to happen? Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. And it was really good. Definitely not as fucked up as Dokumushi and DeadTube, but the story of it all was just like, man, this is some fucked up shit. It's kind of like, it's more just like this character's a shitty person for cheating, and him trying to cover it up, and then like he doesn't really get a redemption either, and the way it ends is like, what the fuck. But I just wanted to give a little shout out to that real quick. All right, how long have we been going? It says hour 38. Do you want to play a game because no one wrote in? Okay. I have a little quick game set up. So last week we played we didn't even have a name for it. It was just like we would
the sentence one.
Yeah, the sentence one was like, all right, we're making anime.
Making anime.
Since we're dealing with like fucked up shit, and like a lot of gore, but also a lot of sex. Okay. So I'm referring to hentai. I want to play a little game called Is It Anime or Is It Hentai? Okay. And I wanted to start you off easy, but you know, I'm gonna go in order of my list. And I'm gonna the idea is that I'm gonna show you a picture.
And you want me to guess?
And you have to guess whether it's a hentai and anime, or hentai and or anime, I guess. I mean, technically it's all anime. Okay. Is it hentai or not? Okay. Some of these you might know, some of these you might not know. I want to see how sharp you are. Okay. So don't touch anything, just in case like the answers get revealed for some reason. And I'll pop them up on the screen for you, the viewer. Is that a hentai or an anime?
This is an anime.
Really?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Cause it's this is freaking High School of the Dead.
High School of the Dead. It's Psycho Buzujima from High School of the Dead. Good job. That was an easy one. Hopefully it'll get harder. So you're 1 for 1 right now. Maybe I should put a score counter too. Okay. Next one. Is it hentai or is it anime?
Fuck. I mean, my first thought wants to be it's a hentai because of how she's dressed, but that doesn't automatically mean it's hentai.
Yeah. It's a flip of the coin. To be honest, it's a flip of the coin.
I want to say it's anime.
It is anime. It's Showman Sample. I haven't actually watched it, but I've seen this like little.
It's too on the nose.
Yeah, Showman Sample. Karen Jinryu, that's her name.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm thinking this might be easy for you. Now that I'm looking at it. Okay.
Watch too much hentai.
I guess
I haven't
so.
even watched that much.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, this is hentai.
Is it?
I've watched this one.
All right. Do you know who the character is?
This is the one you like too, isn't it?
Oh, I love this. This is like my favorite.
This is the tan one.
Yeah.
I don't know what her name is though.
It's Mika. I put Mika K because literally the writer made her name. I think literally 30 letters long.
Oh my god!
It literally looks like you went to the keyboard and just mashed. And her name's Mika, and it's from I always pronounce it.
Resort Boyne.
Resort Boyne. There we go. Mika from Resort Boyne. Okay.
Too good at this.
You're really good at this. I didn't. Jeez. Okay. I want to like jump around now because I want to feel like if jumping around would like change anything. All right, we're jumping around.
Okay.
I had to make sure the answer wasn't there. Is it hentai or is it anime?
This one I think I'm gonna get. Is it hentai?
No,
it's not. What is it?
You did T-Rod wrong. That's anime.
What is this, Mob Psycho?
That is Konosuba.
Oh.
There we go.
It looked. The thing was the animation style looked very hentai.
It did. I chose it. That was Kazuma Sato from
Okay.
Konosuba.
Okay.
Let's go. Oh, I'm so happy.
In my head, I was saying this is an anime, but I was like, "Fuck."
All right.
I went against my inner voice.
Okay. Is it hentai or is it anime? I really like that dark elf girl, by the way. Dark elf girl's my shit.
Why did I look at this immediately? Was like, is this interspecies reviewers? I don't know. Is it an anime?
It is an anime. Those are.
Thank God. I was like, there's little babies here.
Those are like elf girls from that time I was reincarnated as a son.
Oh, thank God. I was like, please, those are babies. I don't want them to be.
I wish it was hentai, I'll be honest with you.
Stop.
Not because the baby girls, because the tan girl. Look at how hot she is.
Oh my God.
Look at her.
You really do like the tan girls, huh?
Hell yeah, the tan elf girls, by the way. That's like the double trouble.
Oh, okay. Is there a lot of those? I feel like there's not a lot of those.
Dark elf girls is like a thing.
Is it?
Yeah.
I was like, I feel like elf girls are always like super pale.
Yeah. Okay, let me see. I need to throw you for a loop. I feel you're gonna get this one. I put this in here just to see if like how sharp you were, but I could tell you're like on your A game.
Okay.
Is it hentai or is it anime?
This is hentai. These are the sisters, aren't they?
Yeah. This is I think it's Chinatsu and something. Did I write their names? Chinatsu and Chika from Sisters: The Last Day of Summer, or Natsu no Saigo no Hi in Japanese. That's how much I like
Sister
that.
girls.
Yeah, I love those girls. I want to play basketball with them.
What?
All right. Next one. We will do. Is it? Oh, I love this picture. I don't know why. Is it hentai or is it anime? Is it hentai or is it anime? I love that.
This is hentai.
No, it's anime.
Oh my god! In my head, I was like, is this like one of those really fucked up shows that people talk about? What is this?
In the concept of is it hentai or is it anime, just putting this picture in here made me fucking die.
I was like, oh god,
because I was like, because just it's the thought that it might be a hentai. It's like
freaked me out.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, that girl's like 5 years old. I was like, please.
That was actually Flying Witch.
Okay.
Which is I actually really like that show. Super relaxing.
Okay.
Okay, let's see what I didn't do. Oh, this is a great game. I'm having fun. We should do this more often.
Uh-huh.
Let's do this one. Is it hentai or is it anime?
I was just looking at the background. I was like, what the fuck is happening in this picture?
Wait, let me see.
There's like aliens and shit in the background.
Oh.
Oh.
Is it hentai or is it anime?
Is it hentai?
It's an anime.
Is it?
Yeah.
Really?
I wish it was a hentai too.
Because in my head, I was thinking like...
Because you know how I like those dark girls.
I just thought it was like some weird like futuristic porn. I don't know.
This is New Game. And the character's name's Umiko Ahag.
I kind of thought it was an anime. Okay. But I was like, she looks very hentai.
Okay. I don't even know what your score is anymore. I'll keep tracking when I edit the video. But, is it hentai? Or is it anime? Is it hentai? Or is it anime?
You can't show me a picture like this and expect me to say it's an anime.
It's... What I'm aiming to do is I'm blurring the lines.
It's an anime.
It is a hentai. That's Sugo.
I knew it was hentai. I knew it was hentai.
That's Sugo no Yoi's sex friend.
Oh my god.
I don't know what that translates to. Sugo no Yoi's sex friend. And pretty much, he has sex with all of them.
I knew that was a hentai. I'm so mad.
Singly and sometimes all at the same time.
As they do.
As they do.
And sometimes literally all 5 of them at once.
I wonder what your score is.
I feel like I've gotten more wrong now.
Let's see. I only have 2 more. Okay.
I hope I get these 2 right. Because now I'm like, I have no idea anymore.
Okay, this has, I'm gonna show you this one.
Okay.
Is it hentai? Or is it anime? Is it hentai? Or is it anime? I love this game. We should play this more often. This might be.
Is this the succubus one?
What? Well, I can't answer anything. You just have to tell me.
It's a hentai.
It is. You know what? Let me see. Before you make your answer, I don't know if this will.
Does I recognize that little?
Yeah, I'll put this image up too. Is it hentai or is it anime?
Oh my god. This is fucking hentai.
It is an anime. By the way, licensed by Funimation. R.I.P. interspecies reviewers.
What?
This is an anime. It is Testament of Sister New Devil.
I thought Testament of Sister New Devil was a hentai.
No. Pretty borderline.
I swear to God, I thought you told me it was a hentai.
No.
Because that's what I thought it was. And I thought that was a hentai.
It's Testament of Sister New Devil. And yes, that is like an orgy scene.
I'm so mad now. That doesn't even make sense.
Okay, and last one. Is it hentai or is it anime?
I'm gonna get it wrong.
Is it hentai or is it anime? Oh, that was great.
This is hentai.
Or is it... Good job.
That's hentai.
That's hentai. That's mankitsu happening. Mankitsu happening. That's a very
that
popular
girl was,
one.
the little one was too cute. I was like, she's getting full.
That's your... That wasn't even your reasonings from the last ones. What? You know what's a good tell to see if it's hentai? If the main protagonist looks like this. Has no eyes.
Yeah, not like really a face.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really detailed because it's more like the whole point is to focus on the girls, not so much the guy.
Yeah. But anyways, that's been our show. I hope you had fun with this hentai anime shit. I'm about to do it next episode.
I did.
If you liked what you saw, go to patreon.com/danceanime and throw us $1. If you can't, no big deal. We'll post every other Friday, or at least that's the idea.
I'll try.
Yeah. If you want to write in to danceanimekevin@gmail.com to yell at us, hey, why aren't you posting on Friday? Where's my daily Doki Dokis of the anime club?
Oh, you don't get dailies, but weeklies.
Weeklies of the weeklies. What are you doing over there? Maybe change the daily. Throw us $1. Maybe we can. Remember, join our Discord. I'll put the link in the description. I'll figure that whole shit out. Social media. You can follow me on Twitter at KevSenpai. Follow our channel's Twitter at DansuAnime. And you follow Kayla at
cked loves you on Twitter.
And then you can follow
Bella Luna.
Yeah, I'll put all the links down below for Bella Luna cosplay. She got her first patron. Be the number 2. Until then, this has been your friendly neighborhood Kev Senpai. And I love you. Peace out.